Hello, and welcome to the 128th edition of Beer Issues. My name is Matt Brucker, and I'm coming to you live today from Casa de Brucker, where we're going to be having a local beer from the Bowigens Brewing Company. We're going to be having their Bomb Pop. And the Bomb Pop is a raspberry cherry lime Berliner Weisse. So it's a fruit wheat beer, in other words. So we're going to go ahead and get into this. Now, the ratings on this are kind of tough because it's a local beer. So I go off the ratings on Untappd, which they give it a 3.94 out of 5, which makes it a good beer, a very good beer. And it's called the Bomb Pop. If you remember, the Bomb Pop, this is what they named the beer after because it's the same flavors. The Bomb Pop was raspberry, cherry, and lime flavors, which is the same flavors they put in this beer. So I'm going to try and get a little bit of the head on there so we can kind of get some of the smells and flavors from it. Now the beer clocks in, it's not very high in alcohol because it's an easy drinking beer. Clocks in at 4.4% alcohol by volume. And this brewery is here locally in Castleberry, Florida. They also have a production facility up in Longwood, and they're getting ready to open a new facility out in Avalon Park. And they actually just took a gold medal in the United Beer Festival, and a gold medal in that for their amber ale. That's outstanding. So we're really proud of them. Good job. But today we're going to be having this beer, which I had got last time I was there. So let's go ahead and check it out. Let's smell it first. So right off the bat, you get the that raspberry smell with a little bit of like wheat. I can definitely smell the lime, and I smell the cherry also. So I'm really excited. I'm not going to tell you I haven't had this beer because I have had it. So let's go ahead. Let's waste no time. Let's talk about the taste of the beer. Now, typically, I am not a big fan of the sour beers or the Berliner Weisses, that kind of beer, because they're typically a little bit too sweet for me. But I have found a few that I like. I kind of started with the Oviedo Brewing Company Kitten Whispers. I really enjoyed that. It was different, not something I would drink every day, but I enjoyed it as a, I don't know, special treat, something different, out of the ordinary. Now this beer is very good. It's refreshing. And it's not too sweet. My problem with a lot of these sour beers or Berliner Weisses, they make them so sweet that I don't enjoy them. But if you get the right amount of tart with the right amount of sweetness, where it's not too overly sweet, it can actually be a very refreshing, delicious beer. And this is very refreshing, very delicious, and it kind of brings you back to almost like your childhood. Like for me, I used to go and chase the ice cream man down on my bike or running, whatever I had to do to catch him, to get a Bomb Pop. And that's maybe me showing my age, but the original Bomb Pop actually came around in 1955, which was like during a period of time where we were kind of in the Cold War with Russia. And there was a lot of patriotism in our country, which you don't see near as much today. But at that time, the red, white, and blue meant something. So the Bomb Pop was kind of a big deal. Your red, white, and blue, it's grape flavored, and you had to chase down the ice cream man. So it really brings you back to a different time. So anyway, that's why I ended up getting this beer, just because I loved Bomb Pops when I was younger, and I like the flavors of the cherry, the raspberry, and the lime. It's just a good combination. Yeah. So to me, this is not something I would drink on an everyday basis, or even on a regular basis. But outside on a hot summer day when I need something refreshing and different, I would go to this beer because it's just brings you back to the old days. But anyway, if you've enjoyed this, make sure you tell your friends and make sure they tell their friends until everybody knows what fun we're having drinking beer and talking about beer here on Beer Issues. If you want any cool Beer Issues gear, go to shop.beerissues.com and you can get cool gear. And as my wife likes to say, I have beer issues.